Okay. Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha.
Hi. I was going to try to sound sultry
You do,
tonight.
you've got that sort of NPI thing going.
Yeah, thanks,
Definitely.
Gia. Thanks.
Yeah.
And I know you're
Sweaty,
suffering
sweaty
a bit of a
balls.
loss tonight.
I know, because
Do you want
off,
this is a
yeah,
safe space, Gia. If you need to talk
yeah,
about it a little more, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Off
Gia.
screen, we'd already discussed. She asked how I was, and I said I was a little sad because I remembered my love of microwave scrambled eggs, which we
Mhm.
call hurricane eggs here.
Who's
Um,
we?
the old man and I, because that's when
Oh,
I That's when I
okay.
just learned to make them because we didn't have any way. We were staying
Uh-huh.
at a motel with only a microwave. But anyway,
Ah,
I
okay.
liked them and I tried them tonight and I've just lost my touch. And so I just ended
Uh,
up with sort of this bouncy rubber bowl full of a solid egg substance,
it does sound sad.
which I still ate.
Yeah, like a brick of it. Was it like in a
Yeah.
round shape?
Like a bad, really bad quiche with nothing in it, you know, but the eggs.
Wow. Wow. See.
Might have something to do with microwave strength or
Yeah,
not
maybe,
attention to detail.
maybe. Perhaps, but
Yeah.
I hope to our listeners
Mhm.
out there who may be suffering in some way of their own, that this helps put things in
Just
perspective.
put it in a little perspective.
Okay?
We're all
Okay.
suffering.
If you thought you had real problems, you just listen to Gia.
That was my supper, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
And if
I
at
forget.
different times, if eggs were cheaper, you would be like, "Start over," but this is like, "Nope," you know,
That's it for the month.
"That's it. Those are
Until
your
I know
eggs."
I can do it well, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
take that chance again.
that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
Maybe you should
that was
start
my
why don't did you think about starting a GoFundMe for egg money?
yeah, I should explain this sad tale of my supper today. Uh,
That sounds like an Onion headline. Um,
yeah, yeah. The
Anywho,
Onion, they nail it. They nail it almost every time.
yeah, those smart alecky guys
They're
and
smart. Sometimes
gals.
they're really um politically astute too, and just like
Mhm,
razor sharp with some post. And
mhm.
be like, wow,
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah,
the guts to say something like that, but they
I
really
know.
nailed it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
They
sometimes they're just silly. I like the Onion.
Yeah, I feel like they've sort of poked fun at just about all of us at this point,
Yeah, sure.
right?
Well, we're easy targets. I
We're
mean,
nothing but Target.
yeah. Yeah, so anyway, the egg thing, I realized after I was telling this tale, and my friend here is giving the appropriate, like, sad noises, that, like, how pathetic this was sounding when she asked how I was, and this is my lament in life, that I over microwaved some eggs.
Well, it's all relative, I guess, right?
Anyway, yeah,
Anyway,
we do
um,
still have General Hospital to talk about, and
yes,
that's a
yes, no matter
plus.
how low we might be feeling, hospital raises
Hospital's
us up.
there for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Okay,
wind
so
beneath our wings.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so
Although it
we had
wasn't that great the last couple days.
no, it wasn't really. I know. I know. With all the excitement, it felt like, it had sort of fallen. It was a little
It
anticlimactic, I
felt a
guess.
little flat. It felt like a
Yeah.
deflating balloon, a slowly
Yeah.
deflating balloon or something.
Yeah. Making a farting noise.
I meant just, well, I guess you could make a farting noise when it's slowly deflating. Kind of a
Mhm.
sad little whine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. That's better. Yeah.
All right.
Like, we had to see Mason again, and I don't like seeing
He
Mason.
is creepy. He is
Yeah,
certifiably creepy.
and he's pretty one-dimensional, like most of their scumbags are,
Yeah, yeah.
but,
I kinda thought that bartender guy that wanted to be a lawyer had more than one dimension,
yeah, I
but they
think you're
killed him
right.
off, so we didn't get to
Right,
see.
right, yeah, he threw everything into that part, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he was going for it. Um, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna
Mason
become
was
a fan
very
favorite if it kills
yeah,
me.
and it did.
It did.
But yeah, Mason is just a creep at this point. His
Yeah.
voice is like a motor or something. It's a
Ugh.
really interesting voice.
Uh-huh. It's very like it's a monotone, right? Like it doesn't really go up and down. He doesn't really get loud, right?
No, but it stays in a creepy register.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely does. And
Now
he's always just lurking.
I have to mention, I can't
Mhm.
take credit for this because I read it in some kinda, like, soaps.com or something, but,
Okay, uh-huh.
we were tossing around, like, who's pulling the strings, who's behind Mason,
Right.
you know, who
Uh-huh.
and this person suggested that I can't think of her name now. Ava and Julian had an evil sister.
Oh, yeah,
Evil
Olivia?
is Olivia?
I think it was Olivia. Wasn't she
Don't we
like
already
I
have an Olivia?
Oh, yeah, we do, but, there might have been another Olivia.
Because that sounds right,
Yeah, I
but
think it was Olivia, but I can't remember what happened to her. I thought she
I
had
can't
been caught,
either.
but I don't remember
Well,
her
people get away
dying.
all the
All the
time.
time, I know, I sounded silly saying that I thought she
I
got
know,
caught,
yeah,
didn't I? Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, I thought a little bit about Jerome family stuff, but
And you cannot say that now after I've said and
sorry.
act like you'd thought of it unless you say it out loud.
No.
It's like when you play Jeopardy and you
I
say, "Oh,
know,
yeah,
I
I
know.
you know, like, you can't play
No.
silent Jeopardy and expect that people are like,
Right,
"Oh, yeah,
right.
you win."
Well, in my mind, where I was playing Jeopardy and predicting the future on Hospital, I dismissed it because I didn't want it to be anybody from the past, I just I'm tired of them, like
Dragging out old
yeah,
storylines.
like, I
Yeah.
wanna know that we're safe from some of these people,
Um, well, you're
right?
not. I mean, why would they what makes you think that that's gonna happen?
I don't
Not
know, but
safe from anybody ever.
yeah, I just want everybody to sort of have a few moments of just carefree, living, looking over their
Mm.
shoulders and stuff,
Well, you've
but
picked an odd genre to
I
to,
know.
like, delve into if that's what you're looking for. I don't know
I
what you should
know.
be reading or watching.
I know,
Something
Gia. It's true.
happy ending.
I know. It's silly to think that maybe all the bad people will go away,
Well,
but
sometimes they go away in that you find out it was, just like a brain tumor
right, right.
or
Uh-huh.
they get reformed somehow other way
Mm,
or whatever.
amnesia, like
Um,
a
like
solid bonk.
Liesl was a flat out bad
Yeah,
she
she
was
was.
bad.
I used to dread seeing her, and she
Yeah.
came around, and she had I thought she had a very good scene, didn't you, with Willow and Michael?
Yeah, but I knew right where they were going, so
Yeah, I
I was
know,
a
I
little
know.
bummed about that. I want something original, something unexpected to happen, you know?
Yeah, but
It's
at
like,
least
okay,
I
now
liked
she's
that
gonna plead
I
for
like
Nina, and
yeah, I knew that too, but at least I felt like she was sort of back to not being, just vindictive and lashing
that's
out
true,
like she
yeah.
was, I
She was
guess.
very she was very introspective too about her
Yes,
own personality and
measured.
like
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
thought that was refreshing maybe.
yeah, that was
Um,
interesting at least.
yeah, and I like that Willow was them both she and Michael were pretty honest too. I thought that was good.
Yeah, 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 and Willow, like, I just keep being like, "God," in the hospital, like, Will you hurry with these tests? Like, will
I
somebody,
know.
like, can we get it done this afternoon maybe? Because look at the woman.
I know. I know. And, like, all these conversations that she's forced to have are so stressful.
Yeah, it's like she's just barely sitting up on of her
Yeah.
own
That would be
volition
that
there,
would be
and
nice if she sorta collapsed on the floor maybe,
yeah, if everybody would,
like,
"Will you all just
mid-sentence, you
shut
know?
up?" They're making demands of her.
Yeah, or, like, if a tooth just fell
Crazy.
out, like, at the end of a sentence.
God.
No?
Yeah, if she just reached up and, like, a big hunk of hair came off her head and then her arm fell off, you'd be like those Thriller video sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh, dear.
'cause that'd be a different show, I guess, but
I guess it would be. Yeah. But,
so, yeah, that was a good scene, but I don't know. I just feel like everything was kind of expected today that
yeah,
we
yeah.
saw, and,
Right, right. I would like it like Sunny and Ava were having their little conversation.
yeah, and I always like them together,
I do too. It felt like they were like she was a little restrained, obviously. I would love it if she would tell Sunny everything that happened.
yeah, he'd be a safe space probably
I think
because
so. I think they're two people who kind of know each other's secrets, or
yeah, yeah.
weaknesses. Um, and I
And
think,
he
yeah.
colors outside the line, so it's not like he
Oh,
could rush off
definitely.
and,
Yeah.
report her or something.
Yeah, and I definitely think he would be on her side against Mason and all of that stuff if
And he absolutely hates Nicholas, so
yeah. Yeah.
he'd probably be like, "Man," you know.
Yeah. But anyway, um
Do you think they're gonna bring like, just let this poor current actor play Nicholas in a coma and then bring somebody else in, or do you think he's Nicholas now?
I don't
What have you
know.
heard? What have you heard on the street?
Well, I don't know. I hate it when I see these like sort of headlines in quotes because half the time they just seem to be like people like fantasizing about what they would like to happen,
Right, yeah, they're
you
just
know?
clickbait just to get you to
Yeah, yeah. And like there's talk about Tyler Christopher, people want him back, the
Right,
original, and
right,
that would be great, obviously. But I'm trying not to get my hopes up. And this
alright.
guy's okay. He's just
Yeah,
so
well,
different.
we'll give him a chance if he's the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
when he comes out of it, he's got a different personality. Who knows? You know?
That's true. He's just sort of menacing. He doesn't have any of the of course, it's Nicholas in a very stressful time, so
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
not gonna have a sense of whimsy at the moment.
But it did seem like our previous Nicholas had a nice solid dash of whimsy, no matter how much
Yeah, no
shit
matter
was hitting
what
the
was going
fan.
on, yeah. But he would bust into a TikTok dance at any moment.
And he had just like he had like soft, gentle eyes, like
Right. Like
didn't
that
seem.
soulful dachshund I was telling you about
Yeah,
earlier. Yeah.
yeah. Or the dog I would like to adopt, but I can't. I can't.
How long have you lasted? Has it been a week?
Um, it's been 2. It's been
Has
over
it been
2
2?
weeks.
I think you're doing
Yeah.
pretty good then. Okay.
There's a pool going. If anyone picked that I wouldn't last more than 2 weeks, you were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Alright.
anywho, let's see. So yeah, okay. So we had Ava and Sunny and Nina sort of flitting about.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
let's see. I liked Ava's necklace today, just on a
yeah,
fashion note.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely in new territory for Ava as a character, like in this, place where
Mhm.
she's really not comfortable with what she's done, or what she thinks is going on. She's
Yeah.
not sure of
Yeah.
anything.
And she and Austin are just doing a terrible job, like, covering.
Yeah.
They're both pretty bad at it. She's
Yeah.
worse.
And
She
it was a little annoying to me that Nina, when she was talking to Austin, like acting like there was something up between Austin and Ava and what brought them together. Like people seem to be sort of extra intuitive when it comes to
Yeah,
Ava. You know what I
suddenly that
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like I don't think Nina would have wondered like how they met. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to further the storyline, but
Yeah,
I think he should have, said something that implied that they were, you know,
bonking.
romantically yeah,
I guess not.
bumping
Yeah.
uglies or something.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder when they'll get that word will get to the writers. Your idea there.
Yeah, how does it get to them? Is it like a carrier pigeon or
I think
how
so. I
is that
think it
how
is
we're
something like that. Yeah.
sending
So it
stuff
could be a
out?
while. Could be a
Or is it
while,
like
Gia.
smoke signals like at the Vatican, you know?
I don't know. I don't know. But every now and then it seems like they've taken one of our notes. So I'm not gonna give up hope there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Um.
hoping,
Yeah. We
but
also had a lot of nonsense with Brooklyn and Sasha and Chase and that whole
yeah,
thing.
it's so yeah, I mean, cliches upon cliches upon cliches, you
Mhm.
know? Like, are we supposed to believe that at the end of that whatever scene or whatever day that was,
Mhm.
that he was lurking around the corner at Kelly's, that he overheard Sasha
Right.
saying she was
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
to have been, be able to
Mhm.
move on and not interested in Chase at all anymore, or whatever she said to that effect. And it was
I
like,
think so. Yeah.
how many I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
And
I
they all
guess
seem like they're a little like maybe 10 years too old to be having those
playing
conversations.
these
I
little
don't know.
games,
You
yeah.
know?
These
Um,
devices. I guess they gotta do
yeah.
something.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
and yeah,
um,
speaking of silly things, I mean, yeah, there was a
mhm.
lot of tedious stuff, like the stuff with Gregory and Alexis,
Ugh, yeah.
right? I didn't That didn't make
Yeah,
it
I
any
mean,
more
it's like
interesting knowing
they
that he
didn't
might be
nobody's listening to us on that. I feel like
deathly ill. I don't know.
you feel deathly ill? Um, is
Well,
that what you said?
it seems like that's what we're supposed to assume is going on with
That he's
Gregory, that he's
deathly
got
ill,
some
yeah,
terrible
some
illness.
yeah, that means that he can walk around and be seem fine, but he can't work at the paper. I mean, or at the
Right,
school,
right.
you know? Um,
Maybe it's carpal tunnel.
that can be very bad, but I believe they can operate on that now, so
But like, when she was going on about, like, how they're friends and everything, it's like, "Oh, come on." I mean, they've had nothing but, like, these strained conversations, you know?
yeah, I know, but I feel like the writers are just like, "Damn it, we're gonna
Yeah.
stay with this storyline
Yeah.
until people like it, and you
Yeah.
will like it."
But, yeah, they don't I don't know, they don't
They're
have
just, like,
normal conversations.
beating a
Yeah,
dead horse,
they
it's just
really
sad.
are. Yeah.
And where the hell did that phrase come from,
I
you know?
would think you wouldn't even wanna use that phrase, Gia, as a
Well,
horse
now that I
lover.
think about it, yeah, like, we shouldn't be beating any of them, um,
Right,
but,
right.
like, what idiot is out there beating the dead ones,
I don't know. I don't know, Gia.
A
Um,
bit of an IQ test, I guess.
oh, there was one other little thing that was going on, somewhere amongst all of this
Well, we've
nonsense.
got the possible pregnancy of,
Oh,
Molly. We kinda touched
yeah,
on that already,
yeah. That was also silly. And, like,
yeah.
Sam, like, kept, like, sort of, like, giving these recaps or something, and it seemed so unnatural. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. We're in kinda like cliché land, forced drama land.
Yeah,
Um,
and how many intelligent women suddenly find themselves pregnant? Like, if I feel like Molly
well, I think there's
with
a lot that
probably
I mean,
especially in soap operas, but that's one of the things
well,
that's annoying, that she's supposed to be this career-driven.
yeah, but birth control fails. I mean, they I don't take issue with that because
I don't
that
think the pill fails very often. I would just like them to
well,
be a little
no, but if
explicit
you
about
yeah,
what
if you
they're
screw
using.
up with you think so? You think they should go talk about
Yeah, I
their
think
birth
so too.
control? And I don't know.
Mhm.
That's getting I mean, these days with politics the way they are, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I guess it's not
It's
safe territory,
hadn't
but,
hadn't like Handmaid's Tale or
mhm. Anyway, but I don't
anyway.
know.
Okay, well,
I didn't
um,
like anybody in that scene. Christina,
okay.
they just all were annoying to me in that scene.
I'm liking Sam's new kind of. I'm less thinking about Sam of yore, and I feel like they've finally kind of gotten her in a comfortable personality. Like they're
Yeah.
not putting her in little flowery dresses, but they're not making
Right,
her
right.
be
Yeah.
like Jason's biker chick, and she's sort of
Mhm.
like emerging as her own
Mhm.
um, kind of personality now. The
Yeah, the
Samness of
dresses.
Sam is being allowed to
Mhm.
kind of show through. Um,
Right, right, the dresses were too much.
the dresses were too much.
Mhm.
Although, God, she's tiny. I mean, they were showing her
Mhm.
like standing there, and she's just
Mhm.
and not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just wow,
Yeah.
she's tiny.
I know. I
I
know.
marvel at it.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me. This is completely off topic, but I met some very nice tiny goats yesterday
Oh, did you?
at goat yoga.
Okay. I thought maybe you were in search of miniature donkeys for
No,
when
but
you
I think
die.
they could have thrown a few miniature donkeys in there in the mix. I don't know why they
Mhm.
can't. I was not participating in goat yoga, but I was there while they were getting ready,
Uh-huh.
I was they let me pet some of the goats, and they're very
What
nice and sweet and friendly. They
yeah, cute little
scritch little
goats.
cute little goats. What I don't
Mhm.
what that has to do with yoga, doing yoga, I don't get it. I mean, I
Well, I think goats like to climb up on stuff, so I think that's one of the
yeah,
things that happens.
the goats aren't doing the yoga.
No, no, they're not. They're not.
They're not required to do the yoga.
Were you expecting them to be doing the yoga, Gia?
Well, I didn't know what I just don't understand what their role is other than a gimmick to get people to come see them, but why don't they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
do away with the yoga and just say, petting zoo
Hang out
Sunday,
with yeah.
come hang
Right,
out with
right.
goats. Like, how
Uh-huh.
about like
Mm,
goats and coffee session,
that's a good
and
idea.
where you just they can have lovely espresso drinks,
Mhm,
not for the
mhm.
goats, of course, and you
Sure,
just
sure.
come and maybe everybody brings their own like lawn chairs and stuff and lets the goats
Mhm.
like clamber on them and sit in your laps while you like chat and drink coffee and or it could be cider or whatever. Um,
That's an interesting little glimpse into your brain.
I was just thinking that I liked the goats, but as soon as the yoga started, I was like, I'm out of here. You know, like,
The
although I mean,
only
I
thing
don't
I can
dislike
think
yoga.
of
I've done yoga before and I've
yeah.
liked it, but it was like a freaking hot day in a parking lot, and it was a goat yoga
Mhm.
in this parking lot. I'm like, God, it's
Yeah, that
hot. What,
seems a little unpleasant for the goats especially, but,
Yeah, they didn't seem to mind it, but
uh-huh. Well, I'm
and
thinking
all
maybe you've sort of, like you've started to design your own little side hustle here. You could do this same sort of
just adult petting zoos for adults, which probably
yeah.
end up getting a bunch of like pervs in there that think it's something else, some sort of weird.
Probably, but you could do it with your miniature donkeys and have
Yeah, yeah.
coffee or cider.
I don't know why that came to mind. I guess I was just thinking like fall gatherings where,
Uh-huh.
apple picking events or whatever and cider,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Or like,
Okay.
those corn mazes or whatever.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Have little petting zoos, but adults
Mhm.
don't go to petting zoos anymore. I don't know if anybody goes to petting zoos anymore, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think they do. I don't know how I feel about petting zoos. It seems like
or
I don't
zoos
know.
in general.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
I'm a little
I
bit
guess
torn.
yeah, they could do some good, I guess, if they take care of the animals, but
Do you know about that Flacco the owl that's living in Central Park now?
yeah, I saw a headline about that owl.
Yeah, it's making it. It's like Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, she was a huge influence on me, Mary Tyler
Sure.
Moore. Not style-wise, obviously, but maybe I was more like
Just a
Rhoda, I guess.
sassy, independent gal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, we're way
and
off
I feel
hospital
like
now, but
haven't I turned the world on with my smile?
sure, you're soaking in it.
Oh,
You're
speaking
doing
of
it right
soaking
now.
in it, yeah,
Uh-oh.
I started using the Wayward Chickadee bar shampoo that I had.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
I
yes.
think it is my favorite. It's the 3rd brand I've tried, and it's definitely
Alright.
my favorite of the 3.
Because
Nice amount of lather, but not,
sure,
like,
sure.
excessive amounts of lather, and it seems like it's conditioning my hair as well as the one that was
That was supposed to be both.
advertising itself,
Yeah.
yeah, as shampoo and conditioner. So, yeah, I think it's a good one, a good solid choice,
It's got a
America.
nice smell.
And it's
I
a
think I
nice
might.
size. It fits right in your palm.
Yeah, and it's round.
Yeah.
I think when mine is gone, I'm just gonna start using my regular bar soap on my head and see
I
if
was thinking that maybe
like,
that
it's
would
probably
be
all a
the next
gimmick. It's like soap. It's
right,
just soap,
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was
Just see
thinking about
how, like,
that too.
Dial does on your head, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I know.
we
Wouldn't
didn't
that
we
be
didn't get too
sad,
far.
though?
I guess it would be sad, but I don't know. My hair really doesn't look that good, so I don't know
Right, right.
what could make anything any better or worse, really. It always looks
Mhm.
pretty bad. Um,
Oh, jeez,
at this
Gia.
point in my life, it's like cotton candy or something. It's just like this
Yeah.
stuff up there. It's like
Uh-huh. Hmm.
anyway,
I
so I don't put a lot of faith in the product changing my life too much.
yeah, I guess you're right. Although I could see, like, noticeably, like, my hair was fluffier than it had been
Do you
with the
want it
previous
fluffier? You've got pretty fluffy hair.
I want it as fluffy as it'll go. I
I
want
have
people
our
to be frightened to talk to me
well,
because
I don't wanna be able to get through doorways.
whoa, got my hair caught on both sides of the door.
I have, a new, product that we can start reviewing. I haven't bought one yet, but, thinking about plastic and packaging and everything, and
Sure.
so,
Uh-huh.
um, uh, this came up in my feed, and it's, sheets for, laundry
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
the and I haven't tried it. Have you tried these items yet?
I have. Yeah, actually I've been using some
Aren't you
sheets.
cutting edge? Okay.
Well, I no. Not usually. And I can't even remember the brand, which is bad of me. Because some I was looking at some reviews also, and there's a brand I think called Earth Breeze or something that
Uh-huh.
I want to try. I don't think that's what this brand is. I do think they're working, and it does seem like it's obviously like so much better environmentally than a big jug
The big
of
jugs, yeah.
detergent.
So
Yeah.
we're doing our part. I feel like, we're paying more money for these items, but I just feel like if they just sit on the shelves or wherever they're sitting and
Mhm.
nobody's buying them. So if somebody shows interest in purchasing, then, create a market for
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll
Mhm.
pave the way. We'll,
Yeah. It
break
would
the
be
trail a little
interesting
bit.
if like one of the like Tide, if they decided to maybe explore these things or, I don't
Yeah,
know
well,
how
and I
they
wish
think.
like regular grocery stores would have some of this on their shelves. So you
Mhm.
don't have to do
Yeah.
all this online stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I got these sheets at a little like natural food place, you know.
Yeah, those places have,
Mhm.
but, like, if they just introduce it to us regular people at the
Yeah.
regular grocery
Mhm.
store, they'd
Do you have
be
do you have pretty big grocery stores near you? Don't you have pretty
yeah,
big ones?
yeah.
Do they have like organic departments?
Um, yeah, there's, like, a little organic section in but in the produce, not
Uh-huh,
I
not in
don't
the
think
other
there's
areas.
yeah, no,
Uh-huh,
no,
okay. Hmm.
no,
Yeah, because
I
some
don't
of the
think so.
grocery stores around here have, like, almost like a natural food
Yeah,
store
I
within
think
the
there's
grocery
right, I
store,
think there's more of a crunchy granola feel up where you are than here.
maybe, than down there,
Just
yeah.
we don't care here, you know?
I guess not, yeah, yeah. Oh, well.
Anyway, do you wanna talk about General Hospital at all, or
Okay, okay, yeah, I guess we got
we
off
can, I
topic a
mean,
little
it's
bit,
been
didn't
kind
we?
of a dull couple days, in our defense. Um,
Yeah, and I had almost forgotten some of the little stories that they brought back over the last couple days,
like
even like
I don't know what
Willow
you're
was like,
talking about.
"Oh, yeah, there's Willow," you
Yeah,
know?
oh, Willow, right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um
Well, oh, and the other big thing was, well, a couple, like, Elizabeth's conversation with
Oh,
Esme,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah. Uh-huh.
that was pretty big, and
Oh,
I
yeah, we
still
did have
don't
other stuff, didn't we?
I don't think Esme is remembering anything or today, it didn't seem like she was, but I think the essence of Esme was emerging a little bit more
Yeah,
today.
definitely, I think so too, yeah. Uh-huh.
But I mean, I like what I'm seeing she was introspective too,
Mhm. Mhm.
asking, did I want this baby,
Yeah, that was an interesting question.
right, and wondering if she
Mhm.
jumped to in order to harm
Mhm.
the baby, and so
Mhm.
that was interesting.
Mhm.
Um
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with this big scene where they're not gonna let Spencer take, the
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
Ace,
Mhm.
baby Ace.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I thought I mean, I know Spencer's sort of behaving the way Spencer would, but I don't like seeing him as much in this role as, I do when he's, like, with Trina and stuff,
yeah,
and concerned with other things sort of outside of himself, you know?
yeah. Well, he's being overly dramatic and kinda stupid and
Mhm.
the big gestures and yeah.
Yeah,
But, yeah,
yeah.
he does seem ill-suited to take care of a baby,
Mhm. Yeah.
so
And
I think
he was talking they were talking about, like, what the baby's name was, and he acted like Esme shouldn't have had any say in that or something, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
and I like how they're having Laura, you know, s
mhm.
rise a little bit to Esme's defense.
Mhm.
As a mother, even
Yep.
though she knows
Yeah.
that's dicey territory to
Yeah.
sort of take sides against Spencer.
Yeah. Yeah. Laura's not afraid to do that,
Not
to
afraid of anything.
say
She's
what.
such a role model for us.
Yes, she is, isn't she? And yeah, speaking of being afraid, we had the whole Eileen thing again. That sort of played on a
Oh,
little bit
right.
more,
We
right?
didn't talk
Yeah.
about that. That
Yeah.
was, I was laughing. I don't know if that was the
Uh-huh.
intention, but I was laughing pretty hard.
Uh-huh.
Like when Anna was standing there with like the hands up in the air, like,
Mhm.
oh, like coming towards her, and
Yeah.
you know, um,
Uh-huh.
it was quite silly.
It was quite silly. Yeah.
Like Halloween silliness. I did
Mhm.
like when Felicia was standing there, like peeling the crap off her face, while they were talking. That was a little funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was quite silliness. Quite a lot of
Mhm.
silliness.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt bad for Eileen.
I was glad to see that she had a conscience, because
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
while it seemed like she may have just been like as
yeah, just as
cold
evil
as
as
Victor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're making her a little warmer now, and I'm wondering,
Mhm.
can she stay on and work for Laura and maybe, get reformed?
Right. Or will Victor kill her?
Yeah, and were you uneasy when Victor was holding the baby?
I was sort
Yeah.
of feeling like if I were that baby's mom, I would be like, "Whoa, whoa,
Wait a
nobody
minute. Yeah.
said Victor could hold the baby."
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
That was a little creepy, and he was saying
Yeah.
all these Cassadine things to it, poor thing.
Yeah. Man.
And I know I said this before, but that's another really cute baby.
It's a nice baby, yeah. And there was a point where the little baby's expression sort of felt like seemed like it was apt, for what was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
like, it has very round
Like,
eyes, and
what the fuck?
I think
You
if I
know?
had a baby that cute, I would also be like, "This baby has got to be in showbiz," like, "People need to see this baby. It's not one of those icky, crusty ones with eye goobers. This is a good-looking baby," you know?
You just be parading your baby around.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
dear.
so
Yeah.
now I do think it's a different baby. I think it might be a different baby
You
than
think they've got 2 babies?
they
They
might have
they
2 babies,
sprang
but
for a second baby.
yeah, and I've read that the reason they look like they're already about ready to enroll in college is that they have rules about,
How
the
fresh
age
the
of the
baby can
babies. I
be.
think post-COVID now, like, they could have had
Yeah.
younger babies before or something, but
Huh.
and a
Uh-huh.
lot of chatter about, "Why don't they use those lifelike looking dolls," or
Uh-huh.
whatever, but
Yeah.
those are creepy, so I'm glad they're not using those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
find those creepy.
Me too. Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
but anyway, it's cute.
It's a nice little
But yeah,
baby.
I don't know. I'm sure things will pick up here in a day or two. I'm
Mhm.
hoping to see
Yeah.
more Maxie.
Yeah.
Um, I'm hoping the stuff with Mason, opens up a little bit, so we're
Mhm.
not just
Mhm.
getting Mason being like a lurker, like you said, just the
Mhm.
threatening lurker, but
Yeah, we can only
do
handle so
something.
much of that. Yeah.
Yeah, do
Mhm.
something, Mason.
Yeah, and there are a lot of things in motion, like the whole, Sonny's deal that's supposed to be going
Oh,
down,
right, yeah, yeah, and that's gonna pull the Dex Joss storyline into
Right, right,
high
yeah.
gear.
Mhm. Yep, and I guess we're assuming that Liesl is going to be able to go through with
Oh,
the
wouldn't
bone
that be
marrow.
just something if they came back and said, "Well, actually, what was it she was on one prescription, what was that one?"
Yeah, was it anticoagulants or
Yeah, and I
something like
was like,
that?
"Why isn't anybody explaining that? Why is she on that? Isn't that what's that about?
Hmm.
Why would you be on an anticoagulant? You're in the medical field. Go ahead, explain it." An
I guess
anticoagulant
does that mean her blood clots too easily? Let's
is
see.
so it's a blood thinner? Is it just a heart medicine? Like a
Uh, let's see. Anticoagulant.
Coumadin? Is that an anticoagulant?
Um, what are some examples? Let's see.
Are
I'm
you
Googling it.
Googling it for a nice
Yeah.
job. Very
Having
nice.
the effect of retarding or inhibiting the coagulation of the blood. And what are examples? Let's see. Um, Xarelto, Pradaxa, Eliquis.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
I've seen ads for all of
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
but
Warfarin. Yeah. I
what do
think you're
you
right. I
have
think
going on
Coumadin
here? It might be just one of those. Yeah, type in Coumadin and see if it's an anticoagulant.
This is what people want tune in for. Oh dear. Oh gosh, Gia, it's hard for me to type with one hand.
Oh, okay.
Coumadin. How do we spell that? Is
I
it
don't know. It sounds like a
Coumadin?
spice. Coumadin.
Let's see. Used to treat blood clots. Ooh, such as deep vein thrombosis or an
That'd be a good
embolism.
band. Deep vein thrombosis.
To prevent harm.
So does she have heart issues? That's what I'm wondering. And would that prohibit her from being a donor? Let's hope not, because that would just be
Be such a.
so mean to
It
let
would
us
be
all think,
very
and
mean.
to let
Yeah.
Willow
Yeah.
would just be she'd just be like, oh, she'd pick up a butter knife and stab
Yeah.
herself through the heart with it at that point,
Yeah. Well, I think Terry would have ruled around right there. If that had been a.
If that was, yeah. I was
I
just
think,
wondering,
yeah,
why?
yeah,
She's only on one drug, and it's an
right.
anticoagulant.
Maybe I wonder if it means that like something in the procedure would be risky for her,
Oh, like she might
possibly.
bleed out or something because she's not clotting. Or you need
Yeah.
to wait a month. You need to be off that anticoagulant for 2 months before we can do this, or something like that.
Such great minds
I'm
we
just thinking
have.
out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. And
You're just
maybe I
spitballing,
shouldn't.
sure.
I was trying to talk to you earlier about thinking out loud because you were always thinking silently and then trying to take credit for shit when you haven't said any of the Jeopardy answers out loud.
I'm not sure thinking out loud is any better.
It's very revealing.
I don't think we have any winners here.
Winner, chicken
Win.
dinner.
Except for Felicia. Felicia is always a winner.
Yeah, Felicia's on the ball.
Yeah.
Felicia and Laura, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I still if I could be one character, I would still
Mm-hmm.
be Ava, I
Ava.
think.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
though she's more of a hot mess.
But
Who
yeah,
would you be?
usually she's not. Usually she's got her shit together.
Yeah, more. But
Yeah.
she's much more ruled by her impulses
Yeah,
than
that's true. That's true.
like
Mm-hmm.
Felicia or Laura. She's still
Right. Right.
she's doesn't lie to herself about who she is like Nina does.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's a little more not selfish, but self-interested or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. She's
But
a
she's very
sort of a.
stylish when she does it. So
Yeah, she seems like she's always kind of in survivor mode,
yeah.
I
Who would
guess.
you be? Who's your role model?
Hmm.
Who's your role model, or who would you be? That could be two different answers.
The first name that popped into my mind is Jax.
You would be gone. You would be off the show.
I would be surfing in Australia right now.
All
Yeah.
right.
I
Hmm.
guess I should have thought of a woman, huh?
No, it doesn't have to be. No.
Doesn't have to be. Well, I was also thinking while you were thinking out loud.
Well, I was nattering away.
We haven't seen Valentine in a little while.
No, why is he not in on the whole spooking out Eileen
Yeah,
storyline?
I don't know. I
Thought they
guess
were
it
a
would have
team.
been maybe risky for all of them to drive in a car back to Port Charles.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But Lucy and Martin, it seems like
That's
Victor's.
all just been dropped. Like, where are they?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would think Victor's people would have figured this out, or some of it anyway.
yeah.
But anyway,
I'm not caring about it enough to worry about that, I
yeah,
guess.
he's probably pissed off all of his people, and they're not trying very hard.
People, yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, anyway. So,
anyway.
listeners, we're a little dull today. We're sorry.
Yeah, I can't even blame it on my hurricane eggs because I didn't have hurricane eggs for dinner.
Yeah. I also made something I did get right was I cut up a cucumber and a tomato and salt and lemon juice and olive oil and made just a little
A
and
little
let them sort of
salad.
soak for a while, a little sort of a
Uh-huh.
salad. It was quite
Okay.
nice. I got the ratio right on
Okay.
that,
All
so that
right.
was nice. Yeah.
Okay. Glad to hear
All
it,
right.
Gia. That
It was an
saved your
unusual
day.
dinner.
I'll tell you what one of my favorite dessert items is now.
All right.
3 ingredients. I buy those big bags of frozen fruit, and I like the triple berry
Oh,
combination.
I love a triple berry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. And so I fill a bowl with some of that, and then I
Wha-
pour in like half a can of orange seltzer.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It helps if you let the berries thaw, because if you don't, then it turns into like a block with the
Okay.
seltzer. And then I throw some granola on that to give it a little crunch and
That's
stuff.
weird. Not
It's
the granola, but the
delicious.
seltzer is
I
weird.
know. I don't know why I decided to try that, but it
Because you
helps.
think you'd go like cream or something along
Yeah,
those
I know,
lines.
but it's very good. It turns it into sort of like a syrup kind of,
Hmm.
and gives it a little zing.
I wonder how it'd
Um,
be with champagne.
I bet it. If you like champagne, I bet you
I
would like it,
love
Gia.
champagne.
I know. So maybe,
The bubbles, everything.
maybe, was it next week that you're gonna be off the dryness?
It's Thursday.
Oh, this Thursday. Okay, so yeah, so you
Yeah.
got yourself some champagne and try it with the
Yep.
fruit.
I could have a mimosa first thing. I do have to work that night, so I'm better probably should
Oh,
not. Like,
okay. Yeah.
and the
Alright.
idea behind having the dry month was not to like binge myself into a
Right,
coma
right.
upon.
I know, I know, I know. I don't wanna seem to be
No, no,
encouraging
I'm
that.
telling myself that, not
Yeah.
you really. I'm just reminding myself that, you don't reward yourself for a month of
Mhm.
good behavior by just,
Erasing it all in one night.
erasing it in one day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. Yeah.
no, I think
I
I'll
hear
I'll
you.
probably do like a week off, go see some music, go, where I can like I hate going to I mean, I know people do this and I know it's not like illegal, but I hate going to bars or places and being like, "I'll have a water," you know. Um, because they're
Uh-huh.
trying to make money, and you're like, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I'm keto, so I can only have that piece of lettuce and that glass of water," but
Mhm,
I'm gonna
mhm.
occupy this table all night.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
right.
I feel like, well, if I'm gonna go out, I'll have a beer or 2 and.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, and then I'll find another wagon to get on and
Okay. Try something else to make yourself miserable for a while, huh?
that's right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Alright.
And just
Well
rubbing bar soap all over myself and
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you
Mhm.
really study how your hair behaves with the bar shampoo before you shift
It doesn't
back.
doesn't behave at all in any way,
Mhm.
like, it's just a sweaty mass of, like, fluffy white, It does something weird now, like, if I go for a swim and don't ever brush it out, like, it will literally
Uh-huh.
remain in big separate hunks,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
and just stay that way, like, I could do dreadlocks without a lot of trouble.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I could too. Wouldn't take
We could
much for
try that
my
next. Wanna try that?
Yeah. Yeah, just when I need to be even less attractive.
Oh, I mean, what have we got to lose at this point in our lives?
I know. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway, should we apologize again for being so
Yeah,
boring?
let's
Okay, alright,
apologies,
we're
people.
sorry, God, we're sorry. Come
Yeah,
on, hospital. Pick it up.
yeah.
Pick up the speed,
And we'll
and
try to, like, just shine on Thursday.
yeah. How about give us, like, an actual naked scene between who do we want a naked scene between?
Ooh, and I don't know.
Ooh,
I
well,
don't know if
Ava
I
and Austin. Let's give us Ava and Austin, like
Ooh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
they it seems like they should get, like,
shake
trapped
it
in
up.
an elevator or something, I don't know.
Something. Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
be
Yeah.
good, okay. So
Okay, yeah.
that's my wish for the rest of the week.
Okay.
Probably won't happen, but
But worth putting it out there.
I'm putting it out into the universe.
Yeah, okay, Ava Austin, nude.
Yep, yep. I'm shipping on them. I think. I'm probably saying that wrong.
I think so. But there you go.
Okay. Alright,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks
Uh,
for listening,
yes, thank
and,
you.
we'll talk to you in a few days here.
Okay, bye there, Gia.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.